Back to the Future is a classic 1985 film from Robert Zemeckis that follows Marty McFly, a teenager who was accidentally sent back to 1955 in a time-traveling DeLorean by his eccentric scientist friend, Doc Brown, where he inadvertently stops his parents from falling in love and must now reconcile them and get back to the future before he is wiped from existence. Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm Josh and this is The Real Rewind, a series where I review films from the past. Now, with that out of the way, let's start the rundown. The technical side is truly what has made the film stand the test of time. The cinematography in particular is great, with its fluid camera movement and framing not only helping to keep you engaged throughout, but to make the visual gags in the film that much more prominent and hilarious, and just makes it much more entertaining. The music in the film as well is great, from Alan Silvestri's iconic score that truly helps to elevate the emotional beats of the film, plus that iconic main theme of course, but the soundtrack featuring the likes of Huey Lewis and the News and Chuck Berry that not only helps to distinguish the two time periods, but to give us some of the most iconic moments in pop culture. The production and costume design are also great, with it really helping with the seamless transition between the 50s and 80s settings, and just making for a much more immersive experience as well. The visual effects, although a bit dated, still somewhat hold up, especially with the DeLorean, with its iconic time-traveling visuals still being just as iconic and visually stunning. The writing is great and absolutely why it is considered a classic. The mix between sci-fi adventure and high-energy comedy really helps to distinguish it from other films like it, with it not taking itself too seriously, which just makes the film a whole lot more entertaining. The way the film sets up everything at the start as well, even through the smallest detail, and everything is wrapped up and has some sort of role at the end of the film, which truly makes it quite a satisfying film and just makes it all the better. The characters as well are great, with them all in some way being quite relatable, which just makes it easier to emotionally connect with the journeys they go on, especially Marty. The dialogue as well is sharp and witty, which really just helps to enhance the comedy of the film and make it all the more entertaining. Hey there, quick pause. If you're enjoying the video and want to see more, if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all my latest videos. Thank you, and now let's get back to the video. The acting as well is great, with it giving us some iconic portrayals of some great characters. Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly is great, with him providing such a natural and relatable performance, and it's hard to think that he wasn't even the first choice to play Marty. Christopher Lloyd as Doc Brown gives such a larger-than-life performance of such a mad scientist that is quite frantic and just makes the film all the better. The rest of the supporting cast, including Crispin Glover, Leah Thompson, and Thomas F. Wilson, all effortlessly transition between their 50s and 80s version of their characters, and all just give such varying performances from earnest and awkward to cartoony villainy, which really helps to make the film not only more comedic, but more emotional at times too. However, although the acting is good, it can be a bit over the top and campy at times, even for a film such as this, which does drag it down for me a little bit. Now for the rating. Back to the Future is an amazing film, with some great cinematography, an iconic score and soundtrack, and some great visual effects that still make it iconic. The mix between sci-fi adventure and high-energy comedy, as well as the relatable characters and sharp dialogue, are all great as well, and are only enhanced by the stellar acting from the whole cast that make it such a fun time. However, the acting can be a little over the top at times, even for a film such as this, which does drag it down for me a little bit. This leads me to give Back to the Future a rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and share. Also don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload from the channel. And as always, I'll see you on the next rundown.